Ladies and gentlemen, look like Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin made court appearances today. Felicity Huffman went before the judge and she pled guilty. And Lori Loughlin is expected in court as well today. And you know, she has pled not guilty in this whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. This came out on Fox News July 20th, 2019. They said she was very remorseful in court before the judge and tearful. So I don't really think if she gets any punishment, it's going to be minimal, in my opinion, especially if she's admitting wrongdoing. I can't see them throwing the book at her. Let me go ahead and play the video.
Other side of this scheme, not the test-taking side, but the fake athletic phony profile side of this, in which coaches were bribed.
Ultimately, largest ever college admissions scandal. She is the highest profile defendant to admit wrongdoing in the case. Prosecutors say Felicity Huffman paid $15,000 to have somebody correct her daughter's SAT answers. They say they recommended a punishment in the low end of the federal sentencing guidelines since she came clean. Today, they told the judge they were recommending 4 months in prison compared to the maximum penalty of 20 years. Felicity Huffman previously apologized to the victims, if you will. She said she's ashamed of what she did and that her daughter did not know anything about it. The other big name in the case is the Full House actress Lori Loughlin. She's pleaded not guilty to the charges against her and is due in court in just a few minutes. But Felicity Huffman is the news of the day, and Molly Lyon reporting on that live outside the courthouse in Boston, where we've just had a development. Molly?
Shep, as you mentioned, we were expecting this guilty plea from Felicity Huffman, and we have just received that here in federal court. And now word also that as she begins to address the judge this afternoon, she has been breaking down in tears, specifically discussing her daughter. You know, at the whole center of this case, the allegation is that she paid $15,000 through the mastermind of the scheme, Rick Singer, to have a proctor help her daughter cheat, to correct this test after it was taken. She wanted to ensure that everyone knew in that earlier statement that her daughter had no knowledge of what she had done. But today, as she broke down in court, she explained that since 8 years old, her daughter had been seeing a neuropsychologist, and at 11 started to receive extra time for test taking. Now, that's important because broadly across the course of this entire scandal, the reason these students were able to get the extra time and to get to the special testing locations was because they had asked for extra times for medical reasons, essentially, because of a learning disability or some other reason that they could get this extra time, get a specific testing location, and ultimately have this special test taker come and either correct or help with the exam. So in this matter, she's breaking down before the judge. Also, Shep, you noted that the prosecutors in the case asking for 4 months. The judge gave a rather lengthy explanation to both of the defendants in court today, Felicity Huffman, as well as a man named Devin Sloan, who is also pleading. He's another parent, though he paid a far greater sum, some $250,000, and took advantage of the other side of the scheme, not the test-taking side, but the fake athletic phony profile side of this, in which coaches were bribed, ultimately paying through Amazon to get some water polo equipment, have his son pose for pictures, and ultimately aiming to get his son into USC as a fake water polo recruit. The judge, though, noting that that it'll be up to her, that she will look at the guidelines, that she will ultimately make this determination, and asking both of these defendants today whether they understand that she will make her own determination, which could potentially mean more than the 4 months that prosecutors have recommended for Huffman, and potentially more than the year and a day that prosecutors had recommended for the other defendant in court today, Devin Sloan. Shep?
Molly Lyon at the courthouse. Back to her as events warrant.
Okay. So you can see they're in court today. They are in court. And Felicity Huffman right now is working on a movie with Angela Bassett and Patricia Arquette called Otherhood. It's a Netflix film. And it just goes into that. And her co-stars are saying that she said she was ashamed of what she did. And that's pretty much what it goes over. You know, Lori Loughlin is making her appearance, and we all know she said, you know, right along with her husband, that she's not guilty. So we shall see what happens. Her attorneys are trying to get her the lowest possible sentence, which is 4 months. But we shall see. I think because she is not fighting it like Lori Loughlin, I think she may get a pretty good break. Plus, she did not put out as much money as some of these other parents. Like Lori Loughlin and her husband, $500,000. Boy, your kid got to be something dumb for you to have to put that kind of money up. So we shall see, with the court proceedings being today, damn, the hottest day of the year. They are appearing in court over this stuff. So I will keep you up to date if I get any more information on this. So we'll see how the judge rules in the case of Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.